JRPGs that I've enjoyed from the past have always had a strong focus on presentation and world building, which I tend to enjoy more when compared to Western RPGs. Right when I thought we'd really surpassed classic systems for more modern gameplay features, Mistwalker, led by Final Fantasy creator Sakaguchi-san, managed to completely flip conventional ideas of art in Fantasian. I've never been so intrigued to play a game based on visuals alone, especially their environments. Here, the developer used a visual technique that involved creating more than 150 dioramas that were photographed and incorporated into the game. It's quite fascinating to think that the beautiful worlds you're running around in are literally handmade. The characters appear to fit perfectly within the art direction, making me forget the backgrounds were real, such as one moment where you fight a giant mecha leviathan on a sand cruise ship, and knowing all the meticulous little details of the ship were handmade was mind-boggling. As impressive as the visuals are, the story can't seem to keep up with the first half. Fantasian puts you in the shoes of Leo, a boy who looks like he could be related to 2B or 9S of Nier Automata. He lost his memory and has to piece different parts of his life together while saving the world. It's all typical JRPG tropes where you have the main best girl, tsundere love interests, and other fun and cute characters who team up across a possible end-of-world mission. There's nothing really groundbreaking or additional twists in terms of storytelling. I found myself more interested in exploring the environments than even progressing the story at times. It blends elements of what you know about AAA JRPGs while bringing a sense of old school titles visually. I did enjoy how the memories were treated using cutscenes that give deep insight into each character. I think my only real complaint are the voices that have this weird robotic rambling when they talk, but it's all the same sound. They could have altered the pitch slightly for the characters to give them more of a personality. If you've played any JRPG in the past 20 years, you'll find Fantasian offers the typical turn-based combat with a fun few twists. Each character has different abilities that can be manipulated to curve and pierce through multiple enemies. It makes for interesting boss fights as well, such as a boss surrounded by 100 flying fish. Thanks to the AoE capabilities of each character, you can strategically whittle away at the boss without having to hit each fish one by one. It makes fighting the boss less mindless, so you don't have to hit the same button over and over again repeatedly. Also, I was thrilled to see the Domingian feature. By activating it, you can skip many random battles of enemies you've already seen as they're stored in the archive. You can also activate it whenever you want to fight all the enemies at once to receive experience and items. However, they can still be challenging if you have too many enemies saved up. There is a limit of 30 monsters though, so make sure to plan accordingly with items and spells before hopping in. It definitely alleviated grinding levels in later parts of the adventure. Throughout the game, there are plenty of save points and easy to navigate areas, but with how detailed each part of the world is, it's easy to miss some secret locations. If you think you can enter any area in real life, you're more than likely able to walk in that direction to see if there's anything to interact with. There are also a few options that you can customize your experience to help with navigation. Fantasian is a love letter to old school JRPGs, with clear ties to classic systems that fans love, but with added accessibility for newcomers. Its story could use a bit more creative twists to differentiate itself, but as this colorful cast remembers memories of their own, longtime fans might recall adventures long since forgotten. In its turn-based nature, the battle system manages to feel fresh through unique abilities, which makes this a must-play for anyone craving a classic JRPG experience. Fantasian ends on a cliffhanger, which has us waiting on part 2, and we'll be sure to share our thoughts when it releases. Noisy Pixels giving Fantasian an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by Kerber gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.